All right, what's up, everyone? I'm Dr. Preston Ward. I'm a physical therapist, the owner of Mountain Physio. Today I'll be covering a topic: shoulder pain and archery bow hunting. I plan to do with this YouTube series a bunch of videos including shoulder pain, back pain, knee pain, elbow pain, you name it, everything like that us bow hunters, archers, hunters, and mountain athletes experience. I'll plan on talking about training tips, ways that we can make ourselves better and pain-free. So looking forward to this topic. Let's get started. Today I want to be talking about shoulder pain. Now, if we look at, in general, shoulder pain, the majority of shoulder pain is associated with the rotator cuff tendon. Now I see oftentimes people posting about their shoulder pain as they're shooting their bow or as they're hunting, as they're just doing some general archery. It's not always associated with the rotator cuff though. Today, I want to take a little different perspective on the pain that is associated with drawing your bow back. So we're going to be looking at that extra, 30% or so of shoulder pain that occurs when you're shooting your bow. Right now, we're in the middle of the COVID-19 pandemic, and a lot of people are at home, they're sitting, poor posture, forward head, and what that does to the shoulder is it prevents the shoulder from actually moving in a good pattern when you have that poor posture. So today I'm going to be talking about posture, I'm going to be talking about the shoulder, I'm going to talk about pain that's associated there, and how an exercise that you can do to help with this. Also talk about where you can find some of these exercise programs, and I'll put links to all those descriptions so that you can find them on my website and be able to get those programs together. This one exercise that I will include is included in a lot of my exercises that I do for my patients that want to hunt, that want to shoot their bow, and they have shoulder pain. So let's dive into this now. So I've had a lot of patients who have had some pain in their upper trap as they're drawing their bow back. Now, typically, as you draw your bow back, you'll see here, as you draw with that high elbow and leading with that back arm, that upper trap is placed in a shortened position. So that scapula does some elevation. Now the reason for this is because when you're drawing back a 60, 70, 80 pound bow, you're actually drawing with your back muscles, the muscles that sit in between your spine and your scapula, called the rhomboid muscles, the rhomboid major and the rhomboid minor. The periscapular muscles are what's needed to draw your bow back. And what this does is it places the muscle in a more perpendicular direction to the spine to allow you to have greater range of motion and allow you to be able to draw your bow back. Now what this does to the upper trap, it shortens it, so it's now in an insufficient position to contract. Most people are very strong through their upper traps and very weak through some of the other scapular muscles. I've been seeing a lot of people with shoulder pain right up here in their traps. Now again, if you're looking down and then you're drawing your bow back, what that forward head is doing is not allowing your scapula to move in the full range of motion. And then what you'll do is you'll get some myofascial pain through that upper trap. And that upper trap will refer pain out here to the distal shoulder. And so a lot of people will think that it's their rotator cuff. I'll show you right here that that referral pattern is to that lateral shoulder. Now the referral pattern from the rotator cuff is actually a little bit further distal, so it starts here in the shoulder and then will actually go laterally to about mid-bicep or that deltoid region. So we know that the pain up here is not necessarily associated with that rotator cuff. Now possibly there is some weakness through that rotator cuff that we need to address, and this exercise that I'm going to give is a good rotator cuff scapular stability exercise. All you need is an exercise band, about medium resistance, and a wall. So again, we're going to be working on good posture, sitting upright, leaning against the wall with your chin tucked, your head against the wall, and then you're going to be doing the shoulder X to be able to work on all those scapular muscles and those muscles that oppose the upper trap. So let's dive into the exercise now. You're going to be working on the flexors on one side and the extensors on the other. The purpose of this is to balance out the whole scapula so that as you're drawing your bow, you're not only just using the elevators on one side. What you'll do is you'll lean it back against the wall, your feet about 1.5 or 2 feet away from the wall, with your back and your butt against the wall, your chin tucked. So you should feel your head actually raise up. Chin tuck, this is going to elongate your spine, and then you're going to grab the exercise band and you're going to make a cross. And you'll see that I'm doing opposite motions here. I'm going to hold for 5 seconds. As I'm pulling down, I'm trying to put my shoulder blade down into my back pockets to start working those lower trap muscles. This is a great exercise to address that scapular stability. All right, so if you like this video, you want to see more exercises, and you want to see a physical therapist take on archery mechanics, bow hunting, and preventing injury so that you can enjoy this sport for the rest of your life, then subscribe below. Also, leave comments, let me know what you liked, what you'd like to see, and I'll be making a lot more of these videos over the next coming months. I'm planning a turkey hunt here in the spring. Gonna get some of that filmed as well. So I'm planning a turkey hunt, and then we'll be preparing for really the August hunts, the August and September hunts. And so I'm planning to cover topics like back pain, shoulder pain, knee pain, hip pain, foot pain people have been complaining about a lot lately. I have some interesting thoughts and topics on that. And so I'll be planning to cover a lot more of these in detail. And then in general, just general fitness and preparation and what you carry hunting. So I plan to cover all those things. Again, let me know what you'd like to see. I appreciate the support, and I'll see you on the mountain.